President Trump withdrew the US from the nuclear deal with Iran last year and has imposed ever-tightening sanctions designed to force Tehran back to the negotiating table. As more Iranians are being dragged into poverty, the BBC has been given rare access to Iran. Our correspondent Martin Patience has been in Tehran, and in the second of his special reports, he has been looking at the impact of the sanctions. While in the country, filming access was controlled, as with all foreign media. The team was also accompanied by a government representative at all times.
Donald Trump has called for maximum pressure in Iran. And the queue at this charity, in one of Tehran's poorest neighbourhoods, is getting longer. 100 kids a day are coming for a free lunch. Sanctions have caused the price of meat and vegetables to more than double. Their parents don't have the money to feed them at home. Everyone in Iran has been affected by the American sanctions, but it's the most vulnerable here that have been hardest hit. Doctors believe that Mohammed suffers from a rare genetic disease. He can lift his spoon, but he's too weak to carry his school bag. His family can't afford the medical test that would diagnose his illness. It's increased 300%. His mother, Masome, wants mercy for her son.
I took him to the hospital last Monday. The neurosurgeon said I would have to pay roughly $1,000 for my son's genetic tests. I asked the doctor, how am I supposed to find that money? He said, I don't know. I'm just like you.
America is strangling Iran's economy because it says Tehran's spreading chaos in the region and wants to develop nuclear weapons. Accusations Iran denies. The capital's bazaars and people here have adapted to sanctions before. But Iran's currency is increasingly worthless as the US chokes it off from the global economy. Mechanic Davud Nasiri says it's now hard to get spare parts from overseas. In the past 12 months, his income has halved.
We start working on the cars, and then they get stuck here. I have to work all day just to get by. I can't afford to take any time off.
Tehran feels cornered by America, abandoned by Europe. Some Iranians blame government corruption for damaging the economy. But in the tightly controlled media, that's rarely covered. It's the man on the front page who gets the blame. Masoud Rezai says a third of his colleagues have already lost their jobs.
We don't want to fight. So why does President Trump send his warships to the Middle East? Does he want to start a war? If there's a war, people will die and nothing will change. And everyone will lose.
Donald Trump seems to think the Iranians angry about sanctions are going to put pressure on their leaders to compromise. But the men working here say, in fact, he's done the exact opposite. That even those opposed to the government are now rallying behind the flag. Back at the charity, the kids wash up. Iran is resourceful and resilient. But these sanctions are the toughest it's ever faced. They were supposed to target the regime, but it's the poorest that will suffer the most. And that means the most vulnerable, like Mohammed, will fall victim. Martin Patience, BBC News, Tehran.